So like, I kind of have ideas for like how to fix security breach. I'm just gonna yap about that. I guess this video has no structure. I just have a ton of notes written down. So first off, Gregory actually has a reason for wanting to stay at the Pizzaplex. He comes from a very abusive household, and the Pizzaplex is like a form of escape for him. The biggest main gameplay change is that the animatronics do not jump scare you. They only call over Vanessa, or Vanny, who will usually be in Vanny costume whenever something like that happens. What plays out is a short sequence of hide and seek where you have to hide, and if Vanny catches you, she kills you. Vanny will basically function as like a reoccurring boss as well, or mainly more like the Ink Demon from Bendy in the Dark Revival, as I feel like that would be kinda interesting, instead of just like appearing like twice in the game. The Pizzaplex will be split into two different sides. The main side, and then the back end. The back end is where you spend the first half of the game, and the main area is where you spend the final half. You can still go to the main area, it's not like fully linear, but it's just kind of hard to get around because the animatronics are like, you know, the main function. Vanny only appears in the main area, not in the back end, because of reasons I'll get into later. To add on to that, the main reason why you're going to be spending most of your time in the back end is because Gregory is going to be making tools and things to live in the Pizzaplex, and eventually he's going to stumble upon a flash beacon, which will change everything. It allows you to stun the animatronics for like maybe a few seconds for you to be able to run away. You can recharge it with like recharge stations, like Freddy, but it's like a flash beacon, so it's more useful. Your second tool will be sound. Though you like throw like little things like makeshift like cymbal monkeys or something. I don't know, but they make noise and the animatronics run over to that, and it gives you a chance to run away. If they spotted you, that's when you use a flash beacon. You don't want to use it just randomly. I also was thinking like the genre too. Will it be a survival horror game with heavy inventory management? Especially at the halfway point, because the story missions will start to force you to go out in the open and like grab things and do things. So now I want to kind of get into like the story and the lore implications. So the reason why Vanny kills you is because she's being brainwashed by the Mimic to basically become William Afton, based off of what David has seen of William Afton and shit, something like that, I don't know. But anyways, at the halfway point, Gregory gets the idea of using the flash beacon on all the animatronics to see if it'll change anything, because they're all like being controlled by the Mimic, right? So you flash Freddy, and he short circuits, right? So you two basically team up, and you spend the rest of the game getting 5 keycards to go into the main heart of the Pizzaplex where the Mimic is at, and basically like it's like a full-on barrage, right? Like kind of like a gauntlet, for the final battle. But like you beat it, you beat all the animatronics. The Mimic is gone, and everything goes back to normal. Definitely, yeah. The good ending, yeah. So obviously, this is a horror game. It's not sunshine and rainbows. That ending is actually not true at all. Freddy was never free from the Mimic. It was just a trick by the Mimic, because the Mimic is a shitter. So the actual true ending has you, so first, the order of operations, right? Instead of doing what Gregory tells you to do, you gotta go to the arcade machines, which aren't that hard to find. You'll see them like walking. You'll see them whenever you're walking around, normally. And then basically they'll give you like a number after you like fully complete them. And then if you've done that, the game completely changes, and the way you get the 5 key cards is like basically boss fights against the 5 individual things besides Freddy. Freddy doesn't show up for that. Freddy is replaced by Vanny. But anyways, after you get the 5 key cards, you gotta go to the security office while dodging all the animatronics and Vanny. Actually, just the animatronics. But once you get there, it turns into an office defense, right? You gotta use the 5 key cards to open up the secret office, but that's neither here nor there. It's just like an office attack that slowly, Vanny destroys all the animatronics until it's just a 1v1 with her. And during the Vanny attack, it gets faster and faster and faster. The Mimic is getting so desperate to kill you. And then finally, it just slows down. And you get the chance to input the code and shut down the power to the entire Pizzaplex, which locks Gregory inside. But the Mimic no longer has power. But the animatronics are destroyed, and Vanessa just probably leaves. I mean, she can't get to Gregory anymore because the doors are down, and he's just stuck in the room. But yeah, it's like the actual ending. I mean, he's where he wanted to be. Finally, I want to talk about the Mimic's motivations. So with the added context of Secret of Mimic with the whole David thing, I'm just going to go ahead and state that this version of the Mimic is, like, the violent one. And it wants a human host. It's going to Michael Afton you. Which is why it's having Vanny puppeteer. Why it's puppeteering Vanny, because if an animatronic kills you, it's going to destroy your body. And the Mimic doesn't want that. It just wants an entry point, which is why Vanny stabs you. So the Mimic is just a desperate child wanting to leave the Pizzaplex, which, you know, is the opposite of Gregory. He wants to stay in the Pizzaplex. He wants to be there forever. Obviously, I would grow tired if I was stuck under like a pizzeria as like a robot for like ever. I don't know how long. I don't know what the time frame is. But it's definitely been a while that the Mimic has been down there. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know. Actually, I want to go back and talk about the gameplay a bit more. I know I mentioned it a bit, but like the whole idea is like, think of the Roblox game Pressure, but FNAF, and big map, I guess. Or like, because I was like thinking of like a Poppy Playtime a bit too. I feel like there could be some like Poppy Playtime puzzles mixed in. That could be kind of neat, actually. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know. I was kind of bored, and this all just like came to me.